presentation by Healthy Leadership CIC. Self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. Why do we do this? We know it is not helpful, that it is not healthy. But sometimes we go down that path of hurt. Each of us possesses positive and negative ways to respond to the world. These can be learned from others or even just watching TV. The actions and thoughts we choose to include in our repertoire and use are largely a personal choice. The extent to which we use healthy habits or destructive habits, including self-sabotage, depends on our sense of self-respect and esteem. If we are confident, even just in the moment, then we are unlikely to self-sabotage. If we have low self-esteem, then we may use behaviors that make things worse. For example, deliberately missing a reasonable deadline, knowing that your boss will shout at you. Or a leader could say, if you go ahead with this, there will be heavy consequences. If your self-respect is low, you may think that it is normal to say such things and not actually see the threat. And then you don't carry out the necessary action. Sometimes we can be so used to hurt that we seek to keep it in our lives, even when there is great personal risk. For example, where there has been a history of negativity in a relationship. To be able to let go of the tendency to self-sabotage, you must decide to shift permanently to a more positive view of yourself. Think about why you have self-sabotaged and how. Does it allow you to reinforce your low self-worth? Or do you see it as an emotional release or a way of keeping safe, or all of the above? Keep asking why, until the answer emerges. Then look at the habits you use to self-hurt. What else could you adopt that is more positive? Make sure you choose ones that are helpful, not hurtful. If you are not sure, check with someone you trust. Plan ways of introducing them into your life in a measured way. Plan for those triggers and moments when you may relapse. Perhaps keep a coded note on your phone or computer or on a post-it on your fridge to remind you to be more positive. For example, you could write in capitals STSS full stop SAFE, which means stop the self-sabotage, you are safe. Look at this regularly, taking time to pause and reflect. Praise yourself when you have chosen a healthier action than self-sabotage. Pause and learn from those moments when you relapse. Create an image of the healthier you. Take time to imagine being that person. How do you feel? What do you do and say that is different? How can you begin to adopt these practices? If you are not ready to stop the self-sabotage, then please make sure that you and others are safe, even if you are in a toxic environment that exacerbates your self-hurt habits. Consider seeking professional mental health help. We all can self-sabotage, and we can also learn to leave this tendency in our past where it belongs.